What is up, party people? Welcome to the second episode of Hog Rider Radio. This is technically the third, but if you paid attention to Instagram, was about 3 weeks ago, I would say. 3 weeks ago when we recorded the other one. We recorded it, and there was no audio.
Let's hope this one does.
I'd take responsibility because I am supposed to be recording the audio, so I'm sorry for all the people I disappointed with not giving them an episode. But now you get your second episode. So now it's all good. We're caught up. Everything's great.
Josh Campbell.
Yeah. Everyone. Dang. I didn't mean to name drop, but Ethan went ahead and did it. Josh Campbell. Here you go. This is dedicated to you. But yeah, this is the second episode of Hog Rider Radio. So I'm your gorgeous host, Dylan Branscombe, as you see with Baltimore Orioles hat. They're not playing baseball right now because World Series is going on, but I thought I'd wear it. They said I look pretty good in this hat, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to keep it on. But up here to my left right here is the beard Ethan Justice. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you, Dylan?
I'm stellar. I had to write an 8-page paper today, and let me just say, I want to jump off a cliff. That's how today's going. But to Ethan's right is the Milky Wilkey Way, Nathaniel Wilkey. How is Mr. Wilkey doing?
Jay chilling, working out, working, college, wrestling, the usual.
Yes.
You know,
the usual Wilkey day.
Busy.
Oh yeah, very, very busy. To Wilkey's right, we keep going on the line, the three lines up there, is the three-eyed raven engaged, Braven Arrington. Whoop, whoop, Braven's engaged, yeah, woo.
Hey. What's up?
Tell us about that, Braven.
Absolute amazing. Completely in love with this girl. And you'll probably see her on social media if we ever go traveling as a podcast. So yeah. if we ever expanded that, when we go traveling. I like that. I like that.
That's
all right,
when we go traveling for another date because
yeah,
we're not really traveling anywhere yet. But yeah,
no, we ain't doing anything. But I'm on cloud nine about that. If you just see me acting weird tonight, I'm sick. Just gonna let y'all know. I just got over the flu, so yay me. Yeah.
Well, I think you sound great, buddy. I like your shirt. Looks pretty cool.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
The bat stole my bones.
Cool. All right. Anyways, under Braven, his debut in technically his debut. He was in the other episode, lost audio. This is his real debut. Is the Elvis lovin', hip thrustin', jailhouse rockin' Matthew Morrison. He has the best intro. I put so much work into that, and he looks great with the Carolina Panthers beanie. They might suck, but guess what? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. How you doing today, Matt?
Oh, I'm doing great. How about you guys, man? Just blessed for another day, another dollar, another breath in life. We're chilling. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, we're chilling.
Yes,
we're chilling.
sir.
Even if we're Panthers fans, we may not want to live on Sundays. But guess what? Today's a Friday. I'm feeling good.
Hey, I'm feeling great. I'm gonna the Panther game Thursday, man. I'm stoked.
Oh, that's right. You and Ethan. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, dude, they're leaving us out. They're going to a game, leaving us out.
Bro, where's my invite? Actually, I'm at the beach, so
well, I'm still at college.
Right.
All right.
Geez.
Well, anyways, yes, this is the Hog Rider Radio podcast where we talk about really anything that's going on. One thing that has happened in the past 3 weeks, I would say, is a little movie called Black Adam, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Pierce Brosnan. I'm naming people off the top of my head. Noah Centineo, that really annoying kid that rides a skateboard around all the time. I don't remember his name, but
we're gonna do a non-spoiler first before we get into the.
Oh
spoilers.
Yeah, sorry, that was a spoiler. I guess that there's a kid that rides a skateboard around.
No, I'm just saying. No, that's not a spoiler because that's in the trailer. But I'm just saying for clarification for the audience.
All right, we'll do a spoiler review for the first little bit, and then we'll get to spoilers as we go on.
No, spoilers first.
Well, one thing.
No mercy.
Wilkey has not seen this movie, so it is just me, Ethan, Braven, and Matt that have seen this movie, and we will be given our non-spoiler thoughts, starting with Ethan. What did you think of Black Adam? Go ahead.
It's like an average DC movie. I feel like it it wasn't bad. I don't think it's bad. I found myself enjoying it, but there were some points where I'm like, what are they fighting over? Like, what's this dialogue? Because it was corny.
Very corny.
Just found myself at certain points being like, but overall, I enjoyed myself a little bit. Like a 4 out of 10, you know.
Wow, 4 out of 10. Jeez. Anyways, Braven, you next.
Well, it reminded me of like an older. You could tell this movie was because this movie was thought up in 2009. You could tell it was thought up in 2009. You can really tell because like he's right. It did have corny lines. The beginning felt a bit odd and rushed, but once it got on, it got like a steady pace. I was like, oh okay, I kind of like it. Didn't like that. I kind of like it. It's I give it a little. There's when we get into a spoiler review, I'll get to the reason why I give it this, but like I give it a 6.5 out of 10, and the only reason being is because of what I'll say in the spoiler review, because I was like, when a certain scene happened, I kind of nerded out and jumped my chair, and I was like, oh, okay, that was cool, but I'll explain later on.
Okay, all right. Matthew Morrison, give us your thoughts.
Yes, sir. I'll give it like a solid 5 out of 10. It was all right. It wasn't like nothing that like grabbed my attention until like later on in the movie. But I mean, it was a decent movie overall. Had a good time with just watching it with some friends. But I'm more of a Marvel guy. I will say that. And honestly, besides the Superman movies, that's the only other DC movie I've ever watched. Not even Batman. And it was all right. It just like, yeah, I know. I still haven't seen Batman. I know. Leave me alone. I'm not a DC guy. I'm just not. I'm a Marvel dude. Sorry. And honestly, I feel like some of the characters are just bootlegs of some of the Marvel characters. I'm sorry.
But they came first. What are you talking about? They came first.
Okay, yeah.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You don't think I don't know where you live? I figured it out 2 weeks ago.
The movie, hey, what does Falcon say to Adam Smasher? He's like, hey, me and you. We get back on that jet?
Me and you.
All right. All right, Matt, those are your thoughts. I want to give you my thoughts on the movie that was going to change the hierarchy of the DCEU.
All right, he's an idiot for saying that. I'll admit that. He's an idiot for saying that.
As The Rock said himself, Black Adam released in 2022, even though it feels like a movie that I saw like 13 years ago when I was growing up. This movie... All right, let's get the good stuff out of the way. I think the action's pretty good. The action is pretty good. There's a lot of moments where I was like, oh, that was sick, or like, oh, that looks really cool. There's a lot of moments like that. And I haven't really gotten those moments in like superhero movies in a good while, where there's moments where I'm like, whoa, that was really cool looking. I think The Rock does okay for what The Rock can do. Pierce Brosnan is a national treasure. I love him as Dr. Fate. He does a fantastic job. I think overall the JSA is like okay, like their dynamic they have together is fun. I don't like the characters that are in there sometimes. We'll get into that later, but I think the third act is horrible with what happens with who the villain is, and like I remember this is a movie that I checked my watch for, and I was like, when something happens, and then all of a sudden like I'm like, oh, the movie's about to end, and I look at my watch, there's like 45 minutes left. I was like, what else is there to do in this movie? And then the things they do with the 45 minutes are absolutely horrible. Yeah, it's just, I think I gave it a 4.8 on my Instagram. I think it was funny sometimes. Like, there's some funny lines, but there's also funny parts that are not supposed to be funny. And I think the whole side character gig with, like I said, the skateboard kid earlier, the woman, I can't remember her name either. They're supposed to be big DC characters apparently in Black Adam lore. I don't know, but I thought they sucked. I think the only redeeming qualities of the action and some of the performances are pretty fun. Post-credit scene's pretty hype. I will say that. But besides that, that's my thoughts on Black Adam. the movie that changed the hierarchy of the DCEU forever as we know it. Yeah.
Spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last warning. Superman was freaking awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wilkey, I don't know if you knew this. It's been all over social media. It's been spoiled for everyone.
Yeah, this one wasn't a major spoiler, but I just went ahead and got it out of the way.
Yeah, Superman's in the post credits, and I'm gonna be real. I don't like Man of Steel that much. I think Man of Steel is a very flawed movie. I don't think it's that good. I think I gave it a 6. It's not that good.
I give it a 6. It's
not a good movie. But but that's not what we're talking about. Man of Steel. We'll talk about that maybe another time. But Henry Cavill floating down, coming out of the clouds to Superman was like, okay, I'm in. Let's get the ball rolling. It was something like the DCU hasn't felt like there's been a direction for like a really long time. So the fact that there was like something happening, and then they're like, oh, that sets up something else. It's like, oh, DCU might actually have a plan, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's something really exciting and really cool. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Superman. What's y'all's thoughts on Superman?
Ethan, you can go first before I say something.
Well, I was just gonna kind of play off of what Dylan just mentioned, and like, it is exciting that there's like a direction, because it's felt like a lot of these movies have just felt rushed, and like they're just green lighting like half finished projects, kind of. So maybe like if they're planning something and they'll actually take their time with it, I feel like the DC could be good. The DCU could be so good if they just like refine their.
It's got to be quality, not quantity, in my opinion. Because like they try to do too much quantity, and like Marvel's trying to do a bit, because they're just for a good time what they were just putting out was garbage, and like they just need to take time with their projects, which I feel like they especially did with the Batman, and because that took 2 years to make, while Black Adam took longer, and we see which one of the movies was better. And like I'm with you, DB. I'm not the biggest Man of Steel fan at all. Henry Cavill's like that Superman that, like, I feel like he's the Andrew Garfield of Superman. Like, he was asked to step away. He got the role taken from him, even though he loves the character, and he wasn't given a good script on some of the stuff. But like, I'm very excited to see like where we're gonna go with him from here, because first off, the movie wasn't set up good. I feel like if they hinted more towards Black Adam in the first Shazam movie, then maybe we would have had a better beginning, more references towards like other like Shazam, because that is his arch enemy.
They'll say Shazam a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, they do say Shazam a lot, but they don't say they make no mention of Billy Batson.
Yeah,
it's true.
Like none. The closest that we get to the actual that movie, which I didn't know this, I could be wrong on the second part, but the Wizard, we obviously see him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And who's that actor again? I don't even remember.
Who? The Wizard?
Yeah, I can't even remember.
Like the black guy with the
red stuff.
The red. He's like in the first Shazam.
Yeah.
Jaimin Hansu.
Can't remember that. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then when whatever the crap that villain's name was, I don't even freaking remember. When he said the word that transformed him into their avatar, the people that told him like, hey, we're transforming to that, they should have done more in depth of that, because those are the villains of the first Shazam movie.
I don't know, man. I think what DCEU, and I know Ethan said something about, what'd you say, quantity over quality or quality over quantity, something like that.
Yeah.
What DC has been doing, and it hasn't been quantity over quality, because honestly, before Black Adam, the last DCEU movie we had was what, Wonder Woman 84 or Birds of Prey or something like that.
It was Wonder Woman 84 Snyder Cut, which that doesn't even count. And then and then we had this movie.
Yeah. So I don't think what they're doing is quality. They're doing the thing where they see what the MCU has done at this point in time, but the MCU has taken 10 years to build up.
Yeah.
At the time when they were trying to do their stuff, and they said, "Hey, let's just like go. Let's just do it. Let's just Justice League third movie or fourth movie, whatever it is." Like, I think the DC needs to stop for a second, take a breath, reevaluate. Like, hey, what's a good streamlined storyline we can do with these movies, and what movies can we do? What characters can we introduce to make the storyline more cohesive, and build to something bigger, like a climax that's huge. And
let's hire actors that aren't problematic. And
oh yeah, I mean, well, there's that, but I mean, not even that. Like, I think the actors are fine. The only problematic ones are Ezra Miller and Amber Heard. Like, those are the ones that were the worst. And I think if they had a plan, Ben Affleck would have stayed. But the fact that they didn't know what they were doing and they tried to rush everything, Ben Affleck was like, I'm going to take my career with this underdeveloped Batman character. But I think what they need to do is just take a step back, realize that, hey, we've got some people behind us now that Henry Cavill's back. So let's try and make something out of that instead of be like, all right, Superman's back, we're going to make this project after project after project, no matter how good they are. I don't want another 5 Black Adams. I want new stuff, new ideas, new stories that we haven't seen yet. And DCU hasn't really given me that since, like, the Suicide Squad, which was great. I thought Suicide Squad was great.
I'm hoping Blue Beetle's good. So.
Oh yeah, it is coming out.
That's what they have, a lot of like characters from the comics that they could like pull from, because like the DC is a very broad, like character-wise broad, like. So they could pull so many characters that would be cool to see on screen.
I'm a DC. I'm an absolute. See, Matt over here said he's a Marvel nerd. I'm the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm a DC nerd. Like, I buy comics. I get pops. I just like anything DC related. I'm just like, yo, that I want something. These like Batman, yo.
Yep.
Like I'm totally in. And there's so many characters they could make an entire Justice League off of the most stupid random characters and make them good. Like, if they just really gave time into them. Like, what was it? They gave time into one Marvel character, and it's like not even a well-known character, and it did like sort of all right. Who was that?
I don't know, but I know Guardians of the Galaxy, no one knew who the heck they were when they were
That's
going out
true.
2014, and now they're the most like beloved team of all time, basically. Like,
Guardians of the Galaxy is a good example.
Yeah. Iron Man's another good example. Before 2008, no one knew who Iron Man was. Now Iron Man's a household name in superhero stuff. So.
Here's another one, because Wilkey will probably agree with me. Shang-Chi wasn't really known, and he's now
household name.
Household name. And I know, Wilkey, you love that movie, so.
Oh yeah, Wilkey's all about that movie. He loves it. But yeah,
like, there was some.
Wait, keep going. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, I was just saying, like, there's so many like different people they can just use and make popular. Like, there's comic characters. Like, I hate to be this way because like I'm a Nightwing nerd. You can make a Robin movie out of any Robin. There's like 10 of them.
Yeah.
You can make a movie and it'd be pretty good because each one's got a good story.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, but they're dropping the ball and they're like, we can't use this character or we can't use this character. We're saving them for this or this or this or this or this. Just throw them in something. We'll just appreciate it.
Just watch Titans.
Make it.
Isn't that?
Shut up. I don't even let's not even get started.
Oh, the CW's Titans. That changed the hierarchy.
No, that's not even CW. It's not even CW anymore.
What is it?
It's HBO Max.
Oh my gosh, I'm surprised HBO picked that up. HBO's got its quality down.
Season 4 released today.
Yeah, and I'm kind of sad I don't have HBO. I kind of want to watch that. But
I want to watch it to absolutely destroy it.
Wait, what is it? What is it again?
Titans.
Like Teen Titans.
You know, no, not Teen Titans. Titans. You know, we do drugs. We say, screw you to Batman. We say, we only transform into one animal for Beast Boy. We what is it? We
Keep
turn.
going.
we turn Raven into a I don't even know what she is, a fortune teller? I don't know. We turn I can keep going. We do drugs with Hawk and Dove. We killed random characters off with stupid electricity that make no sense.
Wow.
Let's see. We totally botched the Red Hood storyline and make him and Scarecrow meth lords. We turned into a Breaking Bad in season 3.
Jesse, we need to cook.
And then let's see. We do random shots of like that don't make sense, like like the person catches a grenade, suddenly another character appears on their spot. What? Makes no sense. Kill random villains stupidly. I can just keep going. I could go on the show for hours.
I was gonna say, this has been going on for like 2 minutes now.
It's still going in my brain. I can keep it going. It's the most awful show. I hate to be that way, and I'll still watch it just to keep.
See, but you're feeling it. You're feeling it.
I actually.
Oh no! Here comes Ethan with this bonkers take.
I'm going. I'll see you tomorrow. Me and you.
Me and you.
Lord. I don't know. It's just, we'll talk about that later, I think. No. But
let's go ahead.
Oh
no, it's just.
All right, I'm just gonna let it go. Ethan and Braven, I'll go ahead. We'll settle the beat right now.
Come on.
I'm not saying it's a great show. I know it's not a great show. I understand.
Yeah.
All the things you said were valid.
Yeah.
But
they are.
I like it.
Right.
It's just. I guess call it a guilty pleasure. Call it what you want. It's just. I enjoy it. I like watching it.
You do.
Wasting time on it.
Oh yeah, it's wasted time. It's wasting DC's time. We finally get Nightwing. Finally get Nightwing, and he's got more. I don't even know what to call it. Oh,
steroids.
I don't know. His suit. So like Nightwing.
Oh, stand up. Give us the whole look.
No. Nightwing's supposed to have like a kind of close to the body type suit, like because he's an acrobat. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Nightwing's suit. Here's my chest. It goes to here. That doesn't make sense. I'm like, what are you doing, my guy? About to like take on a tank?
He's getting ready.
Yeah, he's getting ready.
I was gonna say the Bane break Batman's back so hard you had to prepare for yourself. Jeez.
Didn't Batman die in Titans? Isn't that something that happened?
Yeah, I think so.
No, there's a whole episode. Batman's like 60 years old.
Actually.
Yeah, he's like 60 years old. And Alfred is still alive somehow.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Alfred's like a dinosaur walking around that manor. Master Bruce.
He's fully just like a cyborg at this point.
Bruce!
Bruce, I can't get you your juice because I can't move out of my bed.
Now, and I'm not saying this against the actor because she's a great actress and like, and
wait, Alfred's a girl?
No. Oh. Sorry, I gotta get on another character with the Bat Family because they do Bat Family stuff in season 3. They're under the Red Hood, right?
Okay, yeah.
And they have Barbara Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying this anything against the actress or anything because, like, I know she's actually can't help that, and like, I'm glad she's doing business. She has only one leg in real life, but they do flashbacks. They do flashbacks of her standing up and everything, and then they really don't explain how she lost the leg. And like, I get you're trying to do something different for your character, and like you're having an actress come in and play this character, and you're doing something different. But at least like add on to the character. Say the Joker took it or something. I don't know. Like, have a good story. The Scarecrow meth thing doesn't.
So I want to get something across here. So They show flashbacks of this girl with 2 legs, right?
Yep.
And then they just flash forward, and she just doesn't have a leg. And
Yep.
They're just like, she lost her leg, and then they're like, why? And she's like, I don't know. I just
They only explain. No. They only explain. They're like, oh, and Barbara Gordon wasn't Batgirl. She was a thief. She was Catwoman.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she was like Catwoman. She was like Catwoman. I don't understand it, man. Like,
y'all watch this show, man.
I watched it up until like it was all right up until the season finale of season 2, and in season 3 it had like Scarecrow getting high and dancing while Red Hood's putting on his armor, and I'm like, what the heck am I watching?
Wow. Wow. So wait, this show did not get canceled like the others?
No. It has a season 4. It's on. It started today.
Brother Blood and Mother
Jinx, Mother Mayhem.
Mother.
Lex Luthor is a villain because they have Superboy in it.
Is he Jesse Eisenberg? Is he Mark Zuckerberg? Lex Luthor?
He's bald, has a full beard down to here, and
what?
I don't know. He's trying to become God, or he's like the gods know my name already, or something. I'm like, what are you doing, my guy? What are you doing? Go fight Superman. No one cares.
Right. I can tell.
This one.
What was that, Wilkey?
I can tell he's very passionate about this.
I know.
I can't stand it. They shot Nightwing in the actual throat in season 3, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Raven's magic brought him back."
Brought her back.
Yeah, Raven's magic brought him back from the dead.
Well, that's how that works.
With the help of the Lazarus Pit, which is across the entire town. How the heck she get it?
She went across town. She got it. She picked it up and moved it somewhere else.
No, she never went to it.
I have an idea. Let's move it somewhere else.
Different for real.
No, wait.
Strong, independent woman right there.
And they added Tim Drake somehow. I don't understand it, man. I'm so confused.
All right, moving past Titans.
Yeah, there's my little rant. I had to go destroy Ethan there. Yeah, sorry.
Before Braven bursts a blood vessel in his head or something like that, and we have to just stop the podcast right here. One thing I wanted to talk about, we were just talking about DC stuff, but recently James Gunn and this other guy, I can't remember his name, but they both are now co-owners of DC EU, and now it's called something else. It's not called DC EU anymore. It's like DC. I think it's just DCU now.
Yeah, it's just the DCU.
DC
Universe
super
is what they
because
call
I was like, DC Extended Universe, that makes no sense. I don't know why it's called that. But
it should have been called the DC Cinematic Universe, in my opinion, like Marvel Cinematic Universe.
DCU was too much,
Yeah,
it's called the DC Universe.
Yeah,
it's
good.
True.
Yeah, DCCU, too many C's going on.
Hey, just do DC Comics Cinematic Universe, DCCC.
Dude, it's like college.
Yeah.
Excited to attend here, guys.
Wait, what'd you say, Wookie?
DDCC.
It's like DDCC. But, so they took over. Recently, James Gunn did the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. 2 of the greatest DCEU projects to date. So, I think that's a great choice to have James Gunn there. And there's talk of MCU and DC possibly doing a crossover event because James Gunn and Kevin Feige are so close together. Ethan, don't like that. What's up?
I don't know. I just, they could fumble the bag if they do that, I feel like.
If they do it? Okay.
Marvel and DC have never...
They've crossed over in comics, and I feel like if they did it, they'd have to bring characters back. There's no getting around that.
What do you mean?
Because
No, I don't think there's on one side, Marvel's really well developed for their characters. DCU's kind of starting to maybe get there, and if you do something like that, in 4 years' time, it's not gonna make any sense because you have more developed characters, which most people tend to latch on to, and then you have DC characters who are those are people in the crappy movies or something like that. We don't. like I'm just giving like a hypothetical. I'm not saying like but like it doesn't make sense to do it like sooner rather than later because you got to like build the DC characters that way. Like when you go to the movie to watch Marvel versus DC, it's like, oh man, like DC's been really well recently, so is Marvel. Let's see, like
I can't wait to see this character fight this character kind of thing. Is like what it would be. Matt, what do you think?
Boys, DC, just personally, just that's just me. That's just.
Wait, what?
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I hope Marvel destroys DC. I don't know if it would.
Well, okay, so this is all right.
Hey.
I'm not destroying you. I'm not destroying you because I'm agreeing with you on something. I'm agreeing with you. All right, because I've read the comics recently. I'm actually agreeing with you. So in certain fights that happen in the comic when Marvel and DC crossover, it's Steve Rogers versus Bruce Wayne.
Ooh.
And
Wayne wins,
no, he doesn't. He admits to Steve Rogers. He said give it a few hours or a few days, you would beat me. So how about we actually team up? And like after, and that's just how he is.
That's my mother's name.
but like that's why I said like they'd have to bring certain characters back if they wanted to do it. I feel like they don't have to, but I would love to see like Chris Evans' Captain America interact with like Christian Bale if they brought him back as Batman or Robert Pattinson as Batman. One, two, whoever they use, like whoever they use. I would love to see that, and Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man interact with Henry Cavill Superman. Look pretty dope on screen. That's why. Those are the only two.
Hardy's Bane fights Tom Hardy's Venom. Like
my brain would hurt. That's 3 Tom Hardys fighting each other.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, it's true. He voices Venom too. Oh my god!
Yeah,
it'd be 3 different
that's 3 Tom Hardys fighting each other.
I don't know if I'd like that. Yeah, but Marvel DC, I think the same thing with like what depends on the characters going against each other. But I don't think it's more about like what looks cool. I think it's about like what characters bounce off of each other the best. Right. Like I think a Shazam and Spider-Man thing would be kind of interesting.
Oh yeah,
just because they're both kids, and it'd just be so funny to watch. And I think something like Superman maybe versus like let's see here. What can I think of? Maybe not Hulk. An Iron Man. Like a who?
Hulk.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
That's like
because I think that's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened.
And then Deadpool's just sitting like
Deadpool and Deathstroke. I think that'd be kind of sick.
Well, there was in one of the scenes of the comics. I can't remember if it happened in that or it happened in the second time they did it because they did it twice. Thor threw his hammer at Wonder Woman and she just caught it and threw it back at him. So I was like, "Oh, wow, she's worthy."
Battle of the
Wonder Woman and Thor. Oh, I didn't think about
it. It makes sense why she's worthy.
That'd be kind of sick, actually.
Yeah, I'd be totally for it. I mean,
yeah, it's just like I think I agree with what Wilkey was saying. Like, it shouldn't be a thing where DC's like, all right, we're running out of ideas. 3 years time, let's just have an MCU DC crossover so that way we can make more money because people will go watch that because it's MCU and DC. I don't think that should happen. I think it should be very organic on how it works. It could be a one-off thing, even if it's not even canon. Like, it's not even a canon thing. Like, that's completely okay.
Like,
if that's going to happen, like, don't make it canon because it's going to get confusing. And they're going to be like, oh, yeah, remember Iron Man when we freaking fought those people, like, on the other side of the railroad tracks, you know? Like, it's just going to be – it's so weird to me that would be a thing. But
I was going to say you could do it as, like, a what-if episode, maybe.
Yeah,
like
that too.
You know, what if this happened?
They voice them? Like, it's like an animated thing. Like, what if they voice them? They don't actually, like – it's not like
I'd be down for that.
Just a what-if episode. Yeah, that'd be kind of sick, actually. But yeah, I think James Gunn taking over is the right move, considering he actually does have plans for what he wants, and he's gonna look at projects and actually like think about like what that means for the overall universe and if it's a good story and all that good stuff. Yeah.
I mean, he made a ridiculous character like Polka Dot Man likable.
Cool. Yeah.
You know, like
freaking love Polka Dot Man.
Yeah.
And then he died.
Spoilers for the Suicide Squad, he dies. But
in a horrible way.
Yeah. But I think you know, Peacemaker is like one of my favorite shows. Honestly, I think it's great. It's just so fun, and if he brings that style to the DC, which I think it does need a little bit, which Black Adam does introduce a little bit, there's a little fun stuff that sometimes you don't get with the DCU because they're trying to feel like they're... Like, one of my problems with Black Adam is the fact that he's like, oh, yeah, I'm not a hero. And they're like, all right, well, why is he not a hero? But it's just like, oh, he kills people. I was like, well, every single hero in DC does that. So, like, why? So is not anyone heroes? So, like...
Batman puts him in the hospitals.
Yeah, so, like, what's the...
If he doesn't kill you, the hospital bill will.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I don't understand. I never understood that. I think if they take more... Honestly, a lighthearted tone. And I know people will be like, oh, it's just an MCU, like, take on it. Okay. The MCU is a multi-billion-dollar universe right now. Now, DCU also is that, but Marvel is leaps and bounds ahead of it because they've created this universe, and it works. So if it works... Don't fix it.
Have y'all seen Shazam yet?
Yes.
I have.
Shazam 2 is horrible, though.
Yeah, well, whatever. But didn't they kind of try to do that with the Shazam, like have a lighthearted kind of funny?
They did, and then their villain was a demonic thing, and then the tone was just completely messed up because they were like, oh, we forgot this is DC, so we have to make it dark a little bit. But you don't have to do that. Peacemaker and Suicide Squad
there's so many villains. There's so many villains you can go with Shazam that you didn't need that, like, at all.
You don't need a demonic bald man. I don't even remember his name. Like, he's a bald guy. He's a bald guy, and he summons demons. That's the only thing I know about him.
Those are the demon things are the ones that gave whatever his name, Sabak or whatever, his powers in Black Adam.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, honestly, that's what I was talking about, because I saw one of them and I was like, oh, I understood that reference, but you should have. Yeah. But you should be more, open about it and saying like, hey, these are the things that attacked blah blah blah.
Yeah, I think what happened there was when he started turning into the demon, my face was in my hand because I was hating it so much. So I didn't really catch like what happened. I think I was sort of just like disappointed with what was going on.
See, I know you said Act 3 was really bad, but they opened it up to different storylines that I really want them to keep going with. Number one, the one thing I nerded out, I never said it, but the one thing I nerded out about was when Dr. Fate was fighting, he used his Injustice 2 super move.
Yes, I know.
And I kind of freaked when it happened. I was like, oh, sick, all right.
The did I ask meme where he goes like, did I ask? And he does like the move. Yeah, that's the only reason I know that. Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah, I love that. And I was like, but I wanted them to do more JSA, and Dr. Fate's helmet's supposed to go to someone else now. So
what is the JSA? Is it just Hawkman?
It's Hawkman. So the JSA was original members are Hawkman, Hawkwoman, Dr. Fate.
All the old people.
Let me rephrase my question. Okay. What's the JSA in the DC movies? Because right now it just looks like Hawkman.
Oh.
And Dr. Fate seem to know each other, and then they were like, hey, we need other people. And I'm like, wait, the JSA isn't actually a thing? You just recruit random people?
So they did recruit those two. Those are the newest recruits. But if DC does too many comic things. Like they need to show it in their movies, because they did 5 comics before the movie came out that are tied into the movie. See, I read 2 of them. I read the Dr. Fate one. I read 3 of them. I read the Dr. Fate one, the Atom Smasher one, and the Hawkman one, because I was like, I kind of want to know where these characters come from. And I got someone told me beforehand the Cyclone one, because that was the first one to come out. So then I went and read the other 3. And Atom Smasher, his uncle was the original one, and he was part of the JSA. He was.
Oh.
But so he lost his powers.
Association.
I cannot believe
he lost
who
his
they
powers.
had him.
No Centineo?
No, the uncle.
Oh, freaking Winkler, the Wink.
Yeah.
That was so funny. That was so funny, dude. I was like, I'm watching Barry right now. He's in that show, and I was like, oh my god, he's from Barry. But yeah. Anyways, what were we saying, Braven?
And then it mentions in the Hawkman and Dr. Fate ones, if you know who Jay Garrick is, he's the older Flash with the tin helmet, like with the wings on his helmet. That's the older Flash. You not know who that is? Okay. Well,
no, it's not in the movie.
They mentions him. Yeah. Well, he's in the Flash show, but on CW, but that's not even that. But it mentions him, and it mentions Hawkwoman, and
wait. So where are they? Where are they at?
I don't know. Yeah, who knows?
They were like, "Hey, we have to go stop Black Adam," and he's like, "Oh, well, who's the team?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I called 2 youngins." I'm like, "Wait, so the JSA isn't even a thing? They're just like, oh yeah, we just recruit whoever."
The thing is, he's got someone with like 3/4 of the Flash's abilities, and he didn't call him. That's crazy to me.
Who's that?
Jay Garrick.
They didn't even talk about him. Why didn't Dr. Fate like, hey, what about Jay? And they were like, oh yeah, he's all doing this, and then it solves the problem. But no, they're just like, hey, let's call it Noah Centineo and this random woman who can spin really fast, but we'll just put it in slow motion because it looks cool, and then put them together, and then we got a team called the JSA.
Yeah, they should have really.
Yeah, big brain writing, big brain.
And
just
then
stick a bunch of characters together and call it a team and call it a day. No development needed.
Yeah, they mentioned also. they mentioned Wildcat and Dr. Midnight as well.
When?
In the comic.
Oh my God! Who cares about the comic? I went and watched Black Adam with The Rock. I did not read the stupid comic before it.
I'm just saying.
Wait, was Black Adam in the comic?
Yeah, Black Adam is in the comic.
Does he look like The Rock?
Yeah.
Yes. That's perfect. You need to send me a picture of that. As soon as we're done with this podcast. That's what I need.
Pointy though.
What's that, Matt?
Isn't like in the comic like Black Adam's like his ears are like
a lot more like so has hair in the comics.
He has hair in the comics as well. And I hate to be this way. He's white in the comics.
What? So then why was The Rock?
No, I think he's just portrayed that way.
No. In these comics, he is African American, but in the normal comics, like older in Finding Shazam, he's white.
Well, he's still from Conduct, though. I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows?
Older comics, man. They.
I will say.
Who knows? I hate to be this way, but Shang-Chi was colored and drawn a certain way in his original comics.
Wait, who?
Shang-Chi.
Why are we talking about this? I was just saying that The Rock is in Black Adam.
We went down a rabbit hole.
Ethan, what were you saying?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
When it showed his son as Teth Adam or whatever his name is, if you look,
the champion,
yeah. If you look while he's walking, you can see it in the sunlight. You can actually see the hair line, and it looks like the original Black Adam from the comics.
I forgot his name was Teth Adam.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I thought this dude was Black Adam. What the heck?
Matt's over here's like, I thought his name was Adam. I thought it was just Adam. And they just call him Black Adam.
Bro, I thought his name was Black Adam.
Hey, man. I also went late at night. It was like 10 o'clock, and I was just like, I was already sleepy as a...
I went at that time too, and I went at that time too, and I was just ready to go. I was like an hour in, I was like, this movie sucks.
Yeah, my sister halfway through was like, can we go? I was like, no, we paid for the movie.
Dude, the post-credit was worth it though. Post-credit was the only thing that saved it, in my opinion.
Really?
It didn't save it, but it was fun.
It saved it. I love watching. I lost all boredom, I had all boredom in me, and then I lost all faith, and then
I was post-credit. I like going with my sister because I joked with her at one point during the movie. I was like, because it's Noah Centineo.
Yeah.
When she was like, you can grow 100 times your like natural size. I was like, well, his neck is 100 times his natural size. So.
Dang, if Noah's listening to this, Ethan hates
I hope he is.
Sorry, buddy. I don't hate.
I hope he is. I hope he comments.
Me and you.
Yeah, like
Me
he's,
and you.
me
That's
and
what
you
he says.
after
Me
this.
and you.
he's just
That'd
like
be
he's looking at the
perfect.
video. Me and you.
That'd be perfect. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry about
no.
that. Ethan hates your neck. That's a weird thing to hate. But
Hey, can we also?
Hey, yo,
guys,
bud.
he was low key. Y'all catch that? He was hard for that girl. Did y'all ever
wait,
see
whoa,
that?
wait, Matt, repeat what you just said.
Whoa!
Am I
Whoa! What?
He was simping for the girl, the one that could like spin
Oh,
a lot.
absolutely, not absolutely,
Man was simping hard.
absolutely.
I was like,
He was spitting simping for the human Beyblade.
Yeah, no Riz though. No Riz.
Not the
She didn't
human
get her at the end.
Beyblade.
She was.
It's what she is.
Bro, she started
Hey.
spinning, and then it would just go like, so she'd spin around, and then the movie would go slow mo, and she'd be like, but that's exactly what was going on every time. Like every time it went slow mo, that's exactly the shot they used, and they thought it was cool the first time. Then they did it like 600 more times, and it was like, all right, this is losing.
Yeah,
I was like,
he
this
started
is
off-
stupid. Please stop.
He started off, he's like, I can grow. I was like, hey, yo, what you mean by that? But
Oh, Ethan.
Hey, oh, whoa. Family friendly
I'm sorry.
podcast.
He's a grower,
Family
not
friendly
a shower.
podcast.
I'm sorry. I'll see myself out.
All right, that's enough Black Adam talk for
Thank
for
God.
this podcast because
Yeah.
I'm sick and
We're
tired of
done.
talking about it. So the
All
third,
right, let's go on to something else, DC.
something else,
No.
DC.
Nah,
Oh,
playing.
Jesus.
okay.
I don't know.
Which
You want to
one?
talk about?
What?
I don't know. You want to talk about the Gotham Knights? I don't know.
All right. Braven and Ethan
Trash
talk
it.
about Gotham Knights, and I'll give my
trash it.
opinion
I
on
want you to trash it. I want you to trash it first.
Dude, from what I've seen of this game, if you will, this video game, that you get your little controller, and you just hop on, you play with your buddies. From what I've seen, it looks like it runs like an old PS2 game. It just looks slow. It looks slow. I wish I could bring up footage right now and be like, look at this. This looks horrible. You go back and watch old Batman Arkham Asylum footage, and it looks and feels better than Arkham Knights does, or not Arkham Knights, but Gotham Knights does. That's my opinion on it. The dialogue looks horrible. Looks like they said, hey, comic book dialogue translates well to video games, right? Not right. You're wrong. Don't do that. Make your own dialogue, you stupid idiots. Don't make another game. You guys give your opinion on it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get...
I'm just gonna say from what I've played because I finished the game. I genuinely do like it a lot, but there are some moments I'm like, but it shows the Bat family, and I'm critiquing them real quick. They call it the Batman family, and it's really stupid. But
We're the Batman family.
I was like,
Dick over here. This is Tim over here. I'm Barbara, and this is Jason. Or I'll just chilling.
He was dead
Have
a
a good
second
time.
ago.
I like how they take each character and they go through their own stories, and they do different storylines from the comics. But I will say, there are some lines that are really cringy that shouldn't be from comics, and I agree there. But I feel like, I don't know about Ethan, but like once you play the game, it feels a lot different than seeing it. It feels more like Spider-Man, I feel like, than Arkham.
That's a
high bar.
I know it's
That's
a high bar. I'm not saying it is Spider-Man, but it feels a little bit more like Spider-Man of how it plays. It doesn't feel more like Arkham.
Where does it rank on your Arkham games?
Shoot. Give me a second. Arkham City's top. So.
Okay, I'll go over my thoughts on it.
You go ahead while I think. So.
Yeah. I feel like, yes, there are some points where I'm just like, yo, what is going on right now? Kind of like Braden said. But, honestly, there has been a bunch of Batman projects. You got 3 Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight. You've got plenty of Batman games, Batman projects. It's kind of nice to see, somebody else kind of get the spotlight, even if it is in the same vein. But I enjoy the character of Red Hood. I like following his story, and it's just cool to see him, be a playable character. I like using, the guns, all that. He's huge, bigger than everybody else. So I don't know, it's kind of nice. And then I also like the social part of it. Like me and Braven played together once, and you can play like the full. I don't know if it's the full campaign.
No, you can play the full campaign with a buddy.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool that you can hop on with somebody and be like, "Oh, hey, you're more of a stealth character. Let's, you go around." And I don't know. It looks bad, and some points you're kind of like, but I agree with Braven. Like, it's really cool to see.
Where does it rank?
So this is my rank, and one of them is just for nostalgia purposes. That's why it's there. But Arkham City is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing beats Arkham City for me.
Mm-hmm.
Arkham Asylum is number 2 because that's another one I have. Mm-hmm. Now Gotham Knights is number 3, and I'm gonna explain my reasoning why Arkham Knight is 4. Arkham Knight is 4 because I got tired of the tank. I got very tired of the tank. It was very stupid. I was very tired of just driving around that stupid freaking tank. It was exhausting.
Yeah, I agree.
That is the only reason it brings it so down for me. Like this game, it gives you different momentum abilities. Like you have options to do.
Yeah.
And then Arkham Origins is dead last because I didn't like some of their story in it. But I did like the game.
I don't remember that game. Wait, first off, what was in Arkham Origins? I do not remember that game.
Bane, and they send away assassins to kill. It's the Deathstroke Batman mission where they fight each other. It's like a really good mission.
That's the highlight of that. That game.
Anyway, I'm not gonna count that because I don't remember that one. But my ranking probably have to be, and this is completely different from what Braven just said.
Oh, absolutely! I believe it.
I like Arkham Asylum top because that was the first game I played. Like that was.
Please put it up there.
I like how dark and I don't know. I just really enjoyed Arkham Asylum. I just really did. And then I think under that would be Arkham Knight. And then just because I enjoyed that game.
Arkham City freaking what?
And Arkham City is considered one of the best games of all time, Ethan. Come on now.
Gotham Knights is under Arkham Knight. I'm sorry.
You put Arkham City in dead freaking last?
Yes, I did, because I don't remember a lot about that game, because, like, it's just... I remember part of the story, but, like,
He's done. He's done. He's dead.
I enjoy some of the other ones. I'm sorry.
I need to get a new host. I can't do this anymore.
All right, guys, this is the end of the Hog Rider Radio podcast. We
only lasted 2 episodes. That's the worst take I think I've ever heard in my life. Arkham City last?
Well, yep.
What do you not like about it? Exactly. First. Like, what? Last?
It just wasn't memorable to me.
Oh my God.
I remember, like...
Yo,
I can't help it, bro.
So far, we've learned Ethan hates Noah Centineo's neck and Arkham City.
Yo, you're the thumbnail for this video. Like, screw this. You're the thumbnail for this video.
Oh my gosh, man, this is pissing me off.
Yeah, all right, we're done with video game topics. I'm on. We need to get a different topic. Go.
All right. So the other topic I wanted to bring up was guilty pleasures. Now, when I brought this up before the podcast, people were like, "What do you mean by that? Guilty pleasures?" It's kind of a weird saying.
What do you mean by that?
It's kind of a weird saying. What I mean is a show or movie that you see and you're like, "Hey, I know this isn't good, but I'm gonna watch it anyway because I like it." That's your guilty pleasure. You get one choice. It could be a show or a movie, or you could do both if you're feeling frisky. We can start with whoever has theirs conjured up already. Does anyone have theirs conjured up?
I've already said it. And this is the episode for bad takes for me, I guess. I don't know.
It is.
But My guilty pleasure show is Titans.
Fight
because
me.
nobody else likes it, but I like it.
Fight me.
I can't. I don't know why I like it. It's just.
I need more.
It's just. I enjoy it. I don't. Don't ask me why. I just enjoy it.
Me and you are good. Me and you. Me and you.
Do you have a movie that's a guilty pleasure, Ethan, by any chance, or are you just gonna say your show?
I don't really know. I haven't. I knew I had the show, but I didn't really. I don't really have a movie that everybody else hates that I like. I don't know.
Well, there's a show for me. This is a reality show I used to watch when I was little with my mother.
Oh boy.
It's a show where.
Real House.
Wait, what? Wait, what did you say?
I was just joking. I said Real Housewives.
Oh, no. I didn't watch Real Housewives. Didn't watch it. This one's better. This one's better than Real Housewives. It's a show where this woman named Abby Lee. Her name was Abby Lee. I don't know if you remember this.
Oh,
she
no.
ran a dance studio.
No way.
Oh Lord.
And she had Maddie Ziegler and other people. I can't remember the names right now. I remember Maddie Ziegler. Was JoJo Siwa there?
Yeah, she was.
Oh, dang, I didn't know that. But I watched the show, and let me tell you, when Abby Lee would yell at them kids, or them moms would yell at each other, or something would happen at them dance competitions, it was funny, and I enjoyed myself. It was quite a time. And no show has made me laugh harder than Dance Moms has, with how many ridiculous things happen. Oh, yeah. It's terrible. It's a terrible
I can see where
reality
you're
show.
coming from with
They
that.
exploit little girls and make them do things that, they shouldn't do, that they're overworked. The moms are pieces of trash. Abby Lee's a piece of trash. Guess what though? It's reality television, baby. It's great. I love watching it. The drama, everything. I eat it up. Eat all of it up.
Oh. That made me think of one now. For me.
Oh, man.
Moving on to you now.
Yeah. Growing up, I was always like a big wrestling fan, and I feel like Wilkey would like appreciate this more than, because, he's going into wrestling. But anyways, like, now that you said something about that with reality it was like reality television and wrestling. I used to watch Total Divas. But was
ow.
The reason is because the show was going on when I was like, in middle school, and I just thought all the girls were hot for one, and then it was funny. Like,
oh, you heard it here first, podcast. Can we put that as a thumbnail?
Ethan Centeneo's neck was too good.
Oh yeah,
but the women were hot. It was reality television, and it had wrestling involved. So I watched
put it all together. Great show.
Yeah,
terrible show. I know what you're talking about. I watched it too. It was awful.
It was god awful, but. Nikki Bella? Oh, man.
Nikki Bella was in there. Brie Bella was in there. Natalia. Eva Marie. I don't know if you remember her.
Oh, redhead.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my gosh, dude. That's so funny. I have a guilty pleasure movie that comes to mind.
Okay.
I gave this movie a 7 out of 10. And it's a movie about things like you do this and you do them really fast and furious like.
Oh God.
Oh no.
It's all about family.
It's all about family, and it's Fast and Furious 9, baby. Let me tell you, Fast and Furious 9 is
the
a
ninth
ride.
one.
Yes, it is a ride. It is a ride, and it is funny. And just
what you did. I see what you
did. Yeah, it's a ride. Ride or die, baby, And I rode all the way. And it was great, and I loved it. I love the stupid stunts. I love when the car is on the hook and it swings across the cliff. I don't know if y'all remember that or not, but they shoot a grapple and the car they shoot a grapple to another car and they swing across the cliff, breaking all rules of physics and any science whatsoever. And it's just the greatest. And I can't think of another movie that's as great as a guilty pleasure as that one. And I honestly want to watch it again, just to laugh, just to have a good time.
I'm all worried.
It's just that funny. And John Cena's in it. So there you go.
Who?
That's all I need to say.
Who?
Oh yeah, you can't really see him, but he's in there.
Okay.
Yeah, he talks. They just when they show him, it's just like the camera like looks like this. Hey guys,
okay.
I'm John Cena. Vroom vroom. I'm Dom's brother.
You can't see me.
That's what it looks like.
Oh boy.
So yeah, that's my guilty pleasure movie. Braven, who has to go? I'm out of breath. Jesus Christ.
I just
Braven.
like that.
Yeah.
Get my name out of your mouth. No, I'm playing.
Oh,
But at least like that. Jeez, it's like Braven.
Sorry, I was out of breath. All right, Braven, go ahead.
All right. Shoot. What? Guilty pleasure. I think would probably be the Flash from CW. I'm not gonna lie. Flash or Arrow. Flash or Arrow.
But people kind of like that show though. But then they don't. But they kind of
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Like they don't. But they do. But they don't.
Yeah.
But they do. But then they don't.
Yeah. There's a lot of bad things, but some good things.
Yeah. Like I say that's probably my guilty pleasure because it gets a lot more hate now than anything.
Yeah.
And it's on its final season, so I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll watch the episodes. I don't care. So
Word.
I say that's probably my guilty pleasure show. Movie. Well, shoot. Oh wait, hang on. Well, shoot. Well,
What is it,
shoot.
Braven? What is it, Braven? What is it? What is it? People want to know.
Trying to-
They're banging
trying
at
to
your door,
think.
banging at your window. Braven, what's your guilty pleasure movie? We want to know. Because if you don't tell us in the next 20 seconds, I'm moving on to Wilkey. And there's nothing you can do about it because
just
I'm the
go.
host and they're in the
Yeah, okay, I'll get it. First Fantastic Beasts movie. I actually do like it.
Wow. That is
Yeah.
a hot take. I'm watching Harry
Actually-
Potter right now and it's going great. I'm on the third one, or I just finished the
Yeah,
third
people
one.
don't like the
tell me
first
what happens.
Fantastic. No, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say people don't like the first Fantastic Beasts movie. I really like it.
I'm
Personally.
not watching those movies, but
Yeah, I mean, up to you. I just like it.
word. Wilkey, do you have any in your mind, in your brain?
Word. For show, I'd probably say Charmed. If you know that show. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like a
I'm
throwback.
gonna look it up.
This is a throwback. Only reason I say this is because my mom used to watch all the time. So
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
they're pretty much. I don't even remember. I've not watched it in forever, but whenever like it's on TV, I can watch a few minutes of this and just.
Oh man,
You know,
young Kaylee Cuoco. Oh my god, wow.
It's like
What is
basically fighting demons and stuff. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's pretty cool, but I've not watched it in years. But I'm pretty sure, like, if you were to say, "Hey, let's watch Charmed," oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't dislike
Down.
it. I can pass the time, so
Yeah.
that's a throwback. But I highly suggest watching it if you've not watched it.
Okay.
It's not for everybody, but it's okay.
It's for Wilkey. That's all that matters.
it's not for
What?
everybody. It's not really for anybody.
I said
but
it's for Wilkey. So yeah, it's for you. It's for you, and that's all that matters.
Movie. I'm not sure if y'all know this movie. I think it's called Young Guns. It's
Young Guns.
like it's set in like the 1840s or 60s. I don't remember the timeline, but it's involved a character like named Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt
which
Earp.
people
Oh my gosh.
my mom's side of the family thinks we're probably related to him because our last name is Earp, or their last name is Earp, and we think we're related to him. Kind of a cool, like, we probably are. It'd be kind of cool if we are, but if you don't know who that is, he's kind of famous. I'm not sure if it's like a true thing or not, but he's said to be a famous person back in that time.
Is it an old like 80s movie?
Maybe I don't
Emilio
remember.
Estevez is in it. Charlie Sheen, if I'm looking at the right one. Kiefer Sutherland, but it's very bad. Like it's got bad reviews.
I've not
but-
watched it in forever,
Apparently, Tom Cruise is in it.
but I kind of like it. I don't know why. I guess because my dad always used to watch it. It's like, oh, this is kind of cool. You have gunfights and stuff. It's like, okay, this is kind of cool. But I like
Yeah.
it. But if you haven't watched it, give it a try. You know,
Give it a
the
try.
storyline's kind of confusing. You know, they're fighting the law and stuff, but you know, it's kind of cool. So
Oh my god! I about just knocked over my whole desk. That would have been bad. push that back in there. I don't know if you can hear me banging the thing, but I'm trying to push it back in. But anyways, I think we have enough time to scroll through this real quick. Another thing I want to bring up is the worst show you've ever seen. Not movie. Don't want to go over movie. Worst show. And maybe Braven, we already know his. But Braven, you can go ahead since you have that smile.
No, I'm gonna say, I'm looking at Ethan when I say this. I hate Titans. I'm looking at Ethan when I say that. I hate Titans. I will say that till the day I die. Hate it. But I'm looking at my fiance through the screen right now. I do not like Riverdale. I am not afraid to.
Oh, you took mine, bro.
I'm not afraid to admit it. At least me and Ethan can agree on something. I do not like Riverdale. Sorry, honey. I love you.
Okay.
I think the first season's pretty good.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's about it.
Yeah.
First season I enjoyed. And then after that, I saw a TikTok and I looked at it and it was showing what the season finale of like season 5 was. Yeah. And like Cheryl has witch powers. Riverdale's encased in like this thing, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like,
yeah, they're kind of off the rails now.
Yeah,
like stick to the.
Sorry, honey, I had to. We were literally talking about it today.
You're in about 24 hours. That's what we're hearing, pretty much.
What?
Oh, I don't know what you said. You said something about in 24 hours.
In 24 hours, you're not going to exist because your wife's going to beat you up.
No, yeah, my fiance is actually coming for me now. But, like, it's fine.
That's all good. Well, we know Ethan's now, so we don't really have to go over Ethan's because y'all just talked about it. Wilkey, what's your worst show?
Can it be a worst moment in a show? Because I don't really watch shows about. All right.
Go ahead.
So, this is spoilers. If you
Spoilers. All right, they're good.
If you watched The Walking Dead, spoilers.
Spoilers for The Walking Dead.
If you haven't, the worst part in that show is the mid-season finale of season 8. I'm going to say who it is in a few seconds. So, spoiler.
Spoilers.
When they kill Carl off in the mid-season finale of season 8, that defeated the entire purpose of the series. Okay now, but like the point of the show was to have Carl grow up. That was the point of the show. And that was the day one. Like I still like keep up with it and everything, but like man, killing Carl off, like the homie, like the point of the
Carl Papa, dirty dirt.
That just was.
But there's there's that one scene where he's like ding ding. Oh gosh.
Don't know what that means. All right, there's a scene with Negan, and there's this guy. I'm not going to say the swear word, but he just hits this guy with a bell. He goes, ding, ding. And if you have known me for the past few days and few weeks, I've been saying those 3 words very, very often. I'm not going to say the swear word.
Okay.
But, gee, pretty so bad. Thanks, Ethan, for that. But,
gotcha.
Yeah, by far, I don't really watch shows that much, and it's kind of like small moments. I kind of like, oh, that's kind of a bad moment in the show. So that wasn't really answering the question, but, you know.
Yeah. All right, Matt. Go ahead, sir.
Man, I don't really know. I'm kind of like with Wilkey on this one. I don't really know, like, I don't really hate, like, really any shows. I guess, like, I could say, like, more than half of like the Disney Channel shows that made me like quit watching Disney Channel a while ago.
Hear me out. I'm gonna get like Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, I never
Grey's Anatomy.
I don't know. I wish I could say like a show, but like I can't think of one. Like some shows that I absolutely hated, I can't think because like I don't know.
You can say a movie. Yeah. Go ahead. What movie did you hate?
Ooh.
Elvis.
Elvis.
That's the one. Why is it under your tail?
Man.
God. It just has that thing.
It just carries it in his pocket.
Yeah, in his inventory. Oh my god. That's
pulling out of his
That's
inventory.
foul, Matt. If you're listening on audio, Matt has Elvis Blu-ray under his leg at all times to pull out, just in case we ever talk about it. And he did. He just did it. But what's your worst movie, Matt? Go ahead.
Man, oh, scene. Probably Thor: Dark World was the worst movie I've ever seen. It's pretty bad.
Worst movie. It is pretty bad.
It's
like
pretty garbage.
It kind of like made me lose like faith in the Marvel series.
Dang.
But at first, then
you watch Guardians of the Galaxy and the Winter Soldier right after, and I was like, oh well.
Yeah.
It's back home. All right. My worst show that I've ever watched is this show. I don't think y'all know what it is. It's a show that I watched on Netflix one time, and my friend recommended it to me in high school. She was like, oh, it's so good, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, I'll watch it. And it's called the Shannara Chronicles. I don't know if you know what this is. The Shannara
I've heard
Chronicles.
of it. I never watched it.
Starring your boy, Matthew, Austin Butler. And he's blonde. And it's basically like a high fantasy show, but horrible. And I don't even remember much about it, but I just remember watching it all and being like, this show is horrible. But I watched it all anyway. And I don't think they ever got a season 3. There was 2 seasons. But it sucked. And I hated every minute of it. But it has Austin Butler in it. And it tries to be like Lord of the Rings, and it just can't. It can't equate to that.
That's a high bar. So.
Yeah, but, Austin Butler is, he's in it. And he's Elvis now, which is just the weirdest thing to say.
Could have been Harry Styles.
Yeah, he could have been Harry Styles. That's true. Ain't that right, Matt?
Yeah. Would have ruined it.
And here we go.
Yeah, here we go again. The audio was taken from the last podcast, and we didn't hear it, but we're going to bring it up anyway. Matt hates Harry Styles, and that's the only thing you need to hear.
Can't stand him. He can't stand him.
Yep.
As it was. Just leave it as it was.
Oh
wow.
My
gosh.
So he even brought out that joke again. Jesus Christ. It wasn't good the first time, didn't land the second time. So with that, we are going to end the second episode of Hog Rider Radio today. If you want to see any more of these beautiful people, their socials will be in the description, along with mine. I do movie reviews on Insta. Wilkey streams sometimes, doesn't he?
I will start streaming soon. I got to get my sip and stuff.
Braven,
I'm going to.
Raise your hand. Braven's going to start streaming soon. Ethan has socials, and he posts on them sometimes. Matt?
We don't know.
Just Matt, we don't know what Matt's gonna do. So, but if you're wondering like we are, you can follow him, and then when he does something, you'll be like, oh, Matt did something. So that's something that you can see.
I do music. There we go.
He does music, and maybe he'll post his music. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe.
But if you want to, please subscribe and like and comment and all that good stuff on YouTube. And if you're listening on Spotify, give us that 5-star rating, because that helps boost our viewership. If we have more 5-star ratings, it would really help. But thank you guys for joining us for the second episode. And I love you all, but you have to say it back. Give him a second, guys. Just give him a second. All right. Thank you. That is all. Good night. Goodbye.